So Ukraine's much-anticipated counter-offensive is, of course, underway, and it seems to be dealing a fair bit of a hand for the war-struck nation, something that even the NATO has acknowledged. And yet there is no end in sight for the back and forth between the two sides at the cost of the hundreds of lives that are, in fact, being lost on the battlefield. Now, Ukraine's advances are being noticed as the nation is getting up to try and claw back some of its territory from the Russian clutches. Kiev claims that its forces were moving forward, or are moving forward. Ukrainian forces claim to have reclaimed at least 7 villages in southern and eastern part of Ukraine from the Russian forces in the course of this weekend. Officials say that Kiev made small gains near the eastern city of Bakhmut. This, remember, was of course the site of the bloodiest of the battles that have been fought so far. Ukraine has also endured huge losses, including in the western infantry flank, that is fighting vehicles and in terms of tanks. The claims of advances, however, have been dismissed by the Russians. Moscow says that nearly about 7,500 Ukrainian troops have been killed or wounded in the last 10 days. Now remember, neither the Ukrainian claims nor the Russian claims can be independently verified. At this moment, these are just claims, and it is difficult to ascertain at this moment in the pitched battles that are being fought as to what really is the truth. Russia says that it has managed to thwart multiple attacks from the Ukrainian troops. And ahead of a NATO defense ministers meeting this week, NATO's chief Jens Stoltenberg has reiterated the importance of tackling Russia for the Western NATO military alliance.
But we see that the Ukrainians are making advances and liberating more land. We know that the more gains Ukraine makes, the stronger their hand will be at the negotiating table. The more gains Ukraine makes, the more likely it will be that President Putin realizes he cannot win on the battlefield, but has to negotiate a just peace.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.